Hello and welcome to not just the T.E.C List, but to the... Right, so we've got our chips from Farnworth Fish Chips. Now, there is seating outside.
And a bin lorry.
And a bin lorry. But I've got somewhere else around here that we can film, and Tommy's unaware as of yet where.
I'm completely oblivious, so come on the journey with me.
There we go. Right, so we're on the journey. It's not a far ride, so it will not affect our the heat of the chippy.
I certainly hope not, because these smell amazing.
They do smell
I'm
really
very much looking forward to these.
They do smell good.
So, we're on our way. Chips are in the bag. I'm very excited. However,
we're pulling up now.
pull over. Yeah,
Into paradise.
No way, I knew it as well. I had this feeling in my head. This is mad.
It's famous
the
Phoenix Club.
Phoenix Club.
Hey,
Pull off into
paradise.
Farnworth Chippy, folks, at the Phoenix Club. This is the most Greater Manchester it gets.
You can't get more Bolton.
You can't get more Bolton.
And welcome to not just the T.E.C List, but to the Phoenix Club. Their chippy is just over there, so I thought where better to film this review than here. We're at St Gregory's in Farnworth, which is the home to the Phoenix Club in, obviously, Phoenix Nights.
If you've seen it, this only makes sense. If you've never seen it, this is woeful.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to crack on. It was Farnworth Fish and Chips in Farnworth. We're actually out of the car today. The weather is nice. It was snowing last night. A little insight into when we film these things. But today it's all right, bit cloudy, but we're happy. So have you got anything else to say, or should we crack on?
Let's just get into it. Chips at the Phoenix Club. I mean, come on.
Come on. Right, with this chippy, while Tom's getting them out, we've come at lunchtime, and there was a lunchtime special, but when the price comes up, we're going to try and find the normal prices. And we got 3 forks, plastic forks. They did have the little, I don't know if you noticed, but they did have the little spiky ones. Dave Spiky.
We've got 1 fork.
Oh, you're joking?
No.
She definitely asked us if we were sharing. And
Yeah,
wanted
she
a second
definitely did.
Fork. I'm going to get our backup forks, but they did offer forks
For free.
for free. So these are our backup forks that we have every time we've not had to use. But I will say, it's not because you don't get free forks. Now, sauce though, I noticed, was 60p for a sachet, but they did have a ketchup on the counter.
Yeah.
So I presume you could have had ketchup for free if you're there. If you wanted to take some home, it's 60p for a Heinz sachet.
Plenty of tomato sauce.
Which is a bit...
He's brought some.
He's
dropped him.
We asked for salt and vinegar, and she actually put it on herself, which, from evidence I've seen around here, is not normal. See, roll the clip. Roll VT.
Salt and vinegar?
Patrick, do you want salt and vinegar, cock?
Oh yeah, and plenty of tomato sauce.
Yeah, and plenty of tomato sauce, please.
Tomato sauce. Here you go. What's next, please? Never like me batter. Right, yes, okay, fine.
Right, they're a reasonably small portion. Now, apparently they open at 10 for chips and
No,
9:30 for breakfast putties here, which
That's cool.
Yeah, on Google says 11:30.
Yeah. But
Here
she
we
says
go.
she does brekkie butties at from 9 till about 10, half 10.
10,
And then it's chippies and breakfast butties for a little bit longer from then. Great little setup.
I'll tell you what. So I'm going to pop them. Oh,
That was smooth. Come on.
Thank you.
You
Look
do
at the
look
colour.
nice. It is a small portion, but
It is-
we've
it
asked for a
is a
small
small
portion. It's a
portion.
lunchtime special portion. It is just about lunchtime.
Yeah. Now, this is the only problem, is this the small portion you get at tea time? We can only assume so.
She had various sizes of trays, so maybe this is just a lunchtime special one.
But we can only, yeah.
But we're going off what we've got now. We asked for a small chips and gravy. We got given a small chips and gravy. This is what we do. We're eating small chips and gravy on taste, experience, and cost.
So, should we just get straight on
I
into
think we
it?
have to. They do look nice.
Yeah.
They've got a nice crisp to them.
Right, yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
very standard. Very standard chippy chip.
I'd say slightly above. But
You can actually, which is a rarity for some reason, taste the salt and vinegar on these.
for the first time in how many videos have we been doing this? And we've always asked for plenty of salt and vinegar. For once,
She's actually
I'm
good.
tasting salt and vinegar.
Yeah. Right, let's go for another. We always go for the second.
Sacrificial. Oh, that looks nice as well.
Cheers. That's a good chip.
Good chips.
That's a very good chip. Yeah.
I don't think there's much more you need to say to that, to be honest.
No, that's the sort of... We filmed one yesterday, which was a bog standard chippy chip. But this is the sort of chippy chip you'd hope to get. It's the standard that you'd hope for.
Anything less than that is below par.
Yeah.
I think that's as simple as it is.
It's not in any way that I'm being blown out of the water, but it's a very good chip. It's a very standard
I just
chip.
like it.
Oh, that's why these guys stopped.
We're not the only fans enjoying the Phoenix Club today.
Right, we'll let these do what they're doing. You all right?
Don't blame you.
Yeah. Nice one. Thank you, mate.
Nice one, lads.
Nice. There you go. It's a tourist attraction here in Farnworth.
It is a tourist attraction, and these chips are very attractive.
Yes. Are we having another?
Did you like what I did
Remind
there, by the way?
ourselves. I did like what you did
Yeah,
there.
thank you. Yeah. Anything less than that is not a good chip.
I got some good salt and vinegarage on that one. And you're going to get... this was one. It's just as if you wanted scraps. You had a big bowl of them, didn't you?
And they were big scraps.
They were big
scraps,
scraps,
like
yeah.
massive scraps.
We didn't say yes because we don't include that, and not everywhere does that.
No. Especially on display.
I think it's more you get north, scraps become more of the thing.
But especially on display, to have them actually out.
I'm ready for
Like,
go.
here you go, here's the scraps. If you want it, we don't charge for it, just ask. It's there.
You're going to have to bear with me while I move this, because it's... Right. So,
We've tried the chips.
Chips.
You know what comes next, don't you?
it's the gravy.
If you don't know what's going on yet, if this is your first time watching and you're thinking, why am I watching two fellas stand outside the Phoenix Club and eat chips and gravy? It's what we do. We're professionals at the end of the day. Semi-professional, maybe.
Science, this.
Okay.
So, that is a small.
It is a small.
We can't
We
deny it.
paid for a small. On the lunchtime special, this is an especially small. I'm not upset at that.
No, it's
because
enough
of what we
for
paid.
the portion of chips you get. You get a small amount of chips, so you don't need the massive amount. Again, I'm saying a small like where I've got one or two. It's not a tiny amount.
No,
It's very good.
it seems comparative.
That, if you're at work for your lunch, is more than
It's
enough.
a quick on the go, and it's a lunchtime special as well, so you're
Yeah.
going to nip out and do it.
Exactly.
Nice little location right in the centre of Farnworth. It's just ideal, really.
Yeah, it was a nice little It's like a pedestrianised area. There was a bin lorry, as you've seen in the preamble, but you couldn't get down there with a car, so you're quite safe to wander around. A couple of shops, home bargains, nice little area. It's quite
It's a
nice,
shopping
actually, to be
precinct.
fair, yeah.
It's a shopping precinct.
Yeah, I've never been to Farnworth, but it is quite nice.
No,
So-
I've never been.
Yeah.
I mean, this
You would have
is a
been,
reason
yeah.
for coming, obviously, but
Yeah.
there we are.
So,
Gravy reveal time.
it smells good.
It smells.
It smells
really
incredible.
good. Just have a whiff of that.
Oh,
That's a good amount of
That's a good
thickness.
amount of
And why is it the more north we go, the more thicker the gravy becomes?
think
Is this a thing?
I think it's sort of a stereotype, really, isn't it? But
Raw gravy.
flick our chips.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
just a nice gravy. It's
Nice
really
gravy.
nice.
Let's have a chip.
Oh, that baby.
Done
In she
chips.
goes.
That's what, if you were to describe a chippy gravy, you're describing that.
Why is it
Correct me
taking
if I'm
so
wrong.
long to find
What
a
you want-
solid level?
Yeah,
Nothing offensive,
Oh.
nothing blue.
but that chip wasn't great.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason that had a bit of a metalliciness.
Well,
Maybe try again.
Try again. Round two.
Yeah. That is a great lunch.
It's a
You
good
work
gravy.
round here, you worked in a warehouse round here, or an office, or whatever the case, you're on the fly, having this in the van or in the warehouse, wherever you are, happy days. Used to love it when I worked at,
Look at that.
it's a proper crispy boy, this one. I'm going to go for it crisp, hang on. Not really good crisp. Wasn't a bad thing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this whatsoever.
I am more than happy.
It's really meaty as well.
Yeah, really. But not in a I'd rather have it on a Sunday roast sort of meaty,
Yeah.
which is my sort of, when I say gravies are too meaty, it's because I'd love them on a Sunday roast.
Yeah.
This is
Solid meaty chippy
yeah,
gravy.
This is great gravy, great chippy. It's a great one, this.
And the woman who works there, absolutely
Love her.
delightful to talk to. Lovely, lovely having a chat with her. She was really nice and friendly, so that's always a bonus. When
I was
you feel
hoping she didn't give the
comfortable.
game away when she knew we weren't from round here. I was really hoping she
By
didn't
the way,
give the
do
game
you know
away.
what's round the corner?
Good, man. It's just good. It's good,
It's
solid.
just good.
It's not blow you out the world. It's going to get a Michelin star level. It is just exactly. Apparently, because I did do a bit of not research on this chippy necessarily, but research on the area because I wanted to find a chippy close to this, and a video came up. Someone did. Apparently, the worst rated chippy in Bolton is around here,
It ain't this one.
and it's not. No, it wasn't this one.
And
But
if someone's rated this, then they're absolutely brain dead. That's a great crunch.
it's a great
It's
crunch.
so nice.
You go in between lovely soft chips
Yeah, fluffy,
and nice
light.
crunchy ones, which are still fluffy.
How has it taken us this long to find what should essentially just be a benchmark
Yeah.
chippy? We've had really good chippies. We've had really good gravy. We've had really poor chippies, really poor gravy. You know, this is everything that I want.
Yeah, this is. Tom always asks the question: Would you go out your way to go here?
Yeah.
Would you come back? I'd absolutely come back.
Yeah.
Between my house and here, I'm rambling here.
You are.
My point is, I would choose to come back to this chippy
I would.
every day of the week.
It's just cracking.
Yeah,
Again, it shouldn't have taken us this long. Great crunch. It shouldn't have taken us this long to find what is just a good chips and gravy.
yeah.
It's not blowing me away, but it doesn't need to. It just needs to be good, and
Yeah.
that's what it is.
You're getting really good, really fluffy chips.
But then the crunchy ones,
Yeah.
perfectly crunchy. They're not stabbing me in the teeth
I'd
or
say it
anything
is.
like
I'd
that.
say it is better than an average chip.
It's well above average. I'm just saying that is a benchmark.
Yeah.
I don't want less than that.
No, and we have got a lot less than this in the past.
We've had a hell of a lot less. That's everything that I want.
Yeah.
It just is. And for the lunchtime special, for the price, I've got a good feeling on my ratings on this one.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, because
Now-
seriously, it's fantastic.
We have got to think about, are we rating on the lunchtime special price?
True.
But I think even regardless, unless it's normally 12 quid for this. I'm not-
However, whether it's a lunchtime special or not, that deal is available.
Yeah,
It's whether you choose to come or not.
yeah,
It's circumstantial for everyone involved, not just us, because we're here at this time. This deal is available regardless.
Yeah.
They didn't put it on for us, obviously.
No.
I think let's get into a rating.
I think we're going to have
because
to, because otherwise I'm going to be standing there, Rod.
it really shouldn't take us this long to find this.
No, our bin truck friend's coming.
Well, that's what disappoints me more, is that it has taken us
Yeah.
this long to find this. Granted, we are obviously going around, we're not just scouting one local area, we are covering a whole particular demographic of Greater Manchester. So, I'll let Mr. Binman move out of the way and I'll try that one again.
The T.E.C List Chippy Edition, sponsored by Chippy FM, where the gravy comes first.
Right, so rating time. So it's going to be one of the last times I explain this. We're doing taste, we're doing experience, and we're doing cost on a scale of 10 each, and that gets rounded down. You get your T.E.C score average, you get yourself on the leaderboard.
Yeah. It's a very simple scenario. However, it's important
Very important.
because we need to find the best chippy in Greater Manchester. This is going to be a good one for
So
me.
far, this is our bet the greatest chippy in Bolton, but it is our first one.
So it's currently
it's
top
the
of the
one-
Bolton
it's the one to
leaderboard.
beat.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there you go.
right, so taste first. Now, again, like we say, we weren't blown away by the taste, but it was
I don't know, speak for
great
yourself.
chip.
Those chips are fantastic.
Chip,
From
yeah.
crunchy to soft to light to fluffy to well cooked, the oil's clean,
Yeah.
colour's good.
Yeah, it was clear, yeah, absolutely.
And then the gravy was absolutely what you want.
What you want. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, it's what you want. It's what you expect.
Yes, however, it should be noted that it's taken us this long to find what should be above benchmark, but
Yeah.
well above benchmark.
No, don't
I
get me
would
wrong,
say.
I think we've been to chippies that are better than that. I think we've had gravy that's better than that.
Yes, but
As
they've been rated that way.
Yeah.
Because they've been above and beyond. Not
But that's
wo-
what I'm saying. So it's not. It's exactly what you hope it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any less than that is you're starting to have to apologise for things.
Yeah.
which we've not having to apologise. I think now, granted, it's early in the day and stuff, so everything is fresher, but
It's a nice fresh batch of chips. I mean, that's
yeah,
a
it's
good
a nice
go
fresh
from
batch.
the,
That
from the start.
gravy is not going to have been made that long ago. It was in the Bain Marie, but it hasn't been made that long ago.
Yeah.
You know. So do you want to do your first score?
I'll say from my point of view, it is above benchmark. I'm really happy with it. It shouldn't have taken us this long to find something so nice. It's perfect in its taste. It's faultless. It's absolutely faultless. And if anything, it's better than that. So I'm going to be... This is probably going to sound a little bit kind, but I'm going to say 8.
Going to go for an 8?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair, because we've said in the past an average chippy chip is between a 6 and a 7.
Yeah.
And this is above an average chip.
Well above,
chippy.
I would say.
Not,
In my
not even
opinion.
just a chippy chip. This is above an average chippy.
Yeah.
So I'd say 8 is pretty solid.
There's an argument for it to go... Bless you. There's an argument for it to go higher, and there's an argument for it to go lower,
Yeah.
in a sense. Because, again, we've had better,
Yeah.
but there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing blue,
Nothing
nothing
offensive, nothing blue. No, just good chippy chips.
Just good chippy chips.
There's an argument for it to go lower, but there's no way I'm going to, because
No.
I've enjoyed that so much.
I have, yeah.
I actually can't wait to finish filming this to devour the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's how good they are.
And full disclosure, I've had a bad morning. You've not really took it as bad as me. We've gone to film a video this morning that is just impossible to film.
Yeah.
I was in a bad mood coming up here. Now, knowing I was going to come here when I went to the Chippy put me in a bit of better mood. Not your reaction to it put me, but that would have paled in. I'd have still been wound up if we'd got it. We'd had this great thing, and the Chippy
And
was
the chips
crap.
would have been boring. Yeah.
And they're not. It's not
It tips off
Yeah.
a fantastic little
excursion.
spin on a day.
Yeah.
A day that was looking like it were going to be bleak, not weather-wise, just in general. And then it's a nice little spin.
Yeah.
It's a spin on a day that was needed. It was. It's just picked us up. We're fans of the show. I mean, we're from Manchester. You're gonna. Peter Kay's brilliant. Seen him live. Like, this is a little bit of, like when they say never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
And I've met my heroes, and I've had
He
great
said
chips at the
when
same time.
When we stopped filming that little bit outside, he said, we should try and find, or we should do one outside the Phoenix Club, but surely it'd be around here somewhere. And I was like, no, I don't think so, mate. I think it's miles away. Because I knew full well we were coming here. So.
And I knew it was in the rough area, and I thought, he won't have thought of that. He's in a bit of a naff mood. He won't have thought of that. So, This is taken away from the chips, though.
Yes,
This
sorry.
sounds now like we're having a grand day out, like we're going to go and skip through the park.
But I think what my point is, if these chips were bad, I could have brought me right back down.
Yeah.
It could have ruined the experience.
And it's faultless.
And you can't complain for that. So I think 8 is a fair score for that.
8.
8? Going for 8s together.
8s. Experience.
Experience. Now, we can't take this into account for experience of the Chippy.
Yeah, this doesn't come into it. This is just our little day out of enjoyment.
So if I had anything negative to say about the Chippy, it was the fact that the parking was a bit of a nightmare. We had to park in Home Bargains.
Yeah.
But as soon as you turn that corner at Home Bargains, you could smell it.
The smell of goodness was wafting into my nostrils, and I knew I were in for a good one.
And that definitely plays into the experience of it.
Yeah.
You know you're having a Chippy.
There were people out and about, sat on benches, walking the dogs. Someone's got a scallop, someone's got a,
seats outside.
Yeah.
Nice little table. There's a bench across the way.
The setup's good. It's small, but
It
doesn't.
is a small place.
It doesn't need to be bigger.
But yeah, and it's sort of semi-traditional in its look.
It feels like and chippy.
Yeah. Obviously, they're going to get a bit of a down point for charging for sauce, excluding ketchup if you're there. I think the sauce is more going to affect you if you're ordering through an app.
Potentially.
But
I don't get the feeling that they do.
But then you're at home.
Apps. But yeah.
And you've got your own sauce.
Yeah.
So.
Experience,
I'm going to go 7.8. I think the parking's brought it down because unless you're in the area, you're going to drive to it, so you do need somewhere to park. Now, that isn't their fault, but it does bring it down. The sauce brings it down slightly. I think it would have been if there was parking and obviously the free sauce, and we hadn't lost one of the forks. She did ask us if we wanted 2 forks.
Yeah,
so I've got to assume
there's a
that's
lost in
us.
translation.
That's all somewhere.
Yeah.
it might have been like an 8.2 if it wasn't for them issues.
That's quite high, but
that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for them issues,
yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll go 7.8.
I'll match you because I'm not going to mark her down for the lack of the missing fork.
No,
again, there's a lost in translation thing.
We may well have just lost that on the way.
We might have done. It might be in the car and we've just not noticed. Place was clean. Place was tidy.
Yeah.
Service was quick and efficient,
And she
even
was lovely.
And how many times have we been waiting and not been told, "Be with you in a minute, lads," or just 2 minutes, straight away. Be with you in a minute.
Yeah.
Serving one person, I'll be with you in a moment. Fantastic service. She was lovely to talk to.
Yeah.
Good bit of banter. Obviously, when
really good bit of banter because we'd explained what we were doing, and so she was like, "Oh well, good luck." I said, "No, good luck to you, sure, eh? Calm down now.
I don't need luck. I'm all right."
Yeah. So she, really good bit of banter. And which you're gonna, I don't want to generalise, but you're gonna get that around here.
Yeah, it's good northern humour. It's confidence. Yeah, we love Bolton.
So yeah, I think. What did we say? 7.8.
7.8. I think it's fair enough. Yeah.
I think this is going to go away. That I'm not going to do my maths.
No.
But I'm going to have a quick check now through the footage, which I'm going to have to look on there for to see what the prices would normally be. I think that's the only fairest way to do it.
130 for a gravy.
I think so, but let's bear with.
The T.E.C List Chippy Edition, sponsored by Chippy FM, frying in your ears.
Right, so we've had a look, and it's revealed something, I guess. So this small chip, small gravy for the lunchtime, the reason they had so many different pots and stuff is they only do small chips on the lunchtime menu, by the looks of it. So I filmed the menu, and you had chips regular, chips large, chips cold, chips balm.
Yep.
So a chips regular is 280.
Yep.
Did I say? And the small gravy, which they do is 130.
Which I'm assuming that's the same.
I'd assume so, because it said it comes with a small
lunchtime.
gravy.
Yeah.
So we've got to bear in mind that you get more than that in a regular.
Yeah.
You get that. So 280 for a bit. I think 280 is still cheap.
However, for one person,
Oh yeah.
as the lunchtime special, that's bang on.
So how much was the lunchtime special?
280.
280. So you're paying for a regular chips essentially in there, and you're getting a smaller chips and a gravy.
A slightly smaller portion, but
I
a
think
very
that's
nice
a good
gravy.
price.
It's you have to
The
take
only
into
price
account the
we've
two.
got cheaper than that is Coppice. Coppice was cheaper.
Yeah.
In fact, when we filmed the other day, we got mugged off 50p,
Yeah,
and that was £4 for chips and gravy. Bigger portion, but it was a Chinese
massive
chippy.
difference, but yeah.
And spoiler alert, we didn't want them. So this,
Waste
I
of
think,
money.
280 and 130 comes to 410.
Yeah.
Am I right? Is my maths
Something
correct
like
there?
that. Yeah, that sounds bang on that.
I think if you got more chips
£4.10.
than that and that gravy, you're laughing at that price for the taste of them.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So let's base it off then. The full price is £4.10 rather than the two, because otherwise £2.80 we're going to give it a 10.
Yeah.
Because that's mental.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why we've got to look at the proper price. So if you imagine you're getting maybe
More-
a quarter
another
more,
scoop
third
of
more,
chips.
yeah,
Easily another scoop of chips.
410. I still think that's really good value.
I do. Again,
Is it
probably
the best value? No, because we have got cheaper than that, and Coppice, the chips were fine.
They were edible.
So I don't think it's outstanding value. I think it's good. I mean, the lunchtime deal's really good, but again, we're not doing that. So, is a bog standard outstanding value? No. Is it good value? Absolutely.
I'd say
and then
very.
you take into account the fact you're going to enjoy it.
Yes.
You're going to
You
really
can't-
enjoy that.
That's
It's
the
not-
one non-negotiable in this sentence.
I've worked and had chippies for my lunch a couple of times. They've been all right, and it's fine, and it does the job. You're going to enjoy. You're going to finish your lunch.
Want more.
Oh man, they will.
You're going to want more.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how good it is.
So
I think cost, again, has to be slightly higher because it is good value for money.
yeah,
That's going to get finished. Everything's been fine about it. Only because it is a very small portion.
yeah.
7.7.
Okay, I think that's
I should
fair.
probably go higher, but I'm going to be a little critical this time.
I think you've
Because
gone-
because it's a very small gravy.
Yeah, I think you've gone about right there, because I was maybe going to go slightly less, and you're more generous than me. I was
Yeah.
probably going to go about a 7.5.
It's only because it's a small
Yeah.
gravy for me.
Yeah.
It's just very small. I will drink this at the end of it,
Yeah.
as is well documented.
But I think
That's the only drawback.
So I'll go 7.5. You'll go 7.7.
7.7. Yeah.
So now we do our maths behind the scenes and we get all the numbers together.
So for a grand total, I'm getting the number.
Boom.
And there she is.
There she is. And the leaderboard, I think this will get a
This
spot
could be
now.
quite high.
I think this is going to get a spot on the leaderboard
Yep.
for sure. But where on the leaderboard?
Let's have a look,
Let's
shall
have a
we?
look.
I'm getting the position. I'm only telling you what the spirits are telling me.
Don't get angry at me.
I'm just a messenger.
So, Farnworth Chippy.
Brilliant.
I said that right.
Farnworth. Well,
Farnworth.
the name will be in the...
I'm tripping over my words now. I've said it so many times. So Farnworth Chippy, I'd say absolutely
Farnworth
worth the
Fish
trip.
and Chips.
Farnworth
well
Fish and
worth
Chips.
a trip.
Absolutely
Rolls
worth
off the
trip.
tongue, that as well.
And you might as well, while you're there, come down to the T.E.C Club and pull off into paradise.
I knew you were going to say it.
Amazing. Absolutely fantastic.
Fantastic. Lovely Chippy, lovely woman, great experience, good value for money. If you're in the area and you've never been, get
Go
down here.
Well worth it.
And if you've not seen your Chippy yet, let us know in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed,
Why are you not subscribed
what are
at
you
this
doing?
point?
These are the best Chippies in Greater Manchester that we're trying to find. You're missing out.
There you go.
miss
You're
one
not
episode.
going to know. You're not going to know.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've had my say,
And I've had mine.
and we'll see you
Next time.
the Phoenix Club.
Yeah, bye.